There will be no need to run the air conditioner tonight unless you just like it really cold.
You like it really cold out there. I like it cold at night, but yeah, it's cool enough. I mean, we have 40s out there. I'm gonna tell you what, man, good stuff. We had a great weekend last weekend, and good stuff out there as we go through this weekend, and that's the trend we've been on. We've had rain during the week, and then we go with the good stuff of the weekend. But as I mentioned earlier, we don't look to maybe jump right back into rain Monday of next week like we have for the past couple of weeks. So we'll get to that in a second. 54 over the DUB. Yeah, we'll flip those numbers around tomorrow morning, maybe somewhere in the mid-40s. So a little chilly start, but then once the sun gets up and running, we will be off to the good times. So again, a lot of 50s out there now, not far from seeing some upper 40s. And as we look at the radar shot, this is going to be the scene as we go through the whole weekend. So, I mean, any outdoor plans, nothing standing in your way weather-wise. And really a good chunk of next week, it looks like, too. As we zoom out, boring is what we would call it, which is a good thing with the severe weather potential. You don't want that. I'm glad to take those maps out of the equation for a little bit. But again, once we get into the second half of next week, it wouldn't be bad to see some rain starting to come back around. All right, so here's a look at tomorrow. Good stuff. Going into Saturday, perfection, sunshine, maybe a cloud or two. Low humidity. Really, each day looks about the same. The only difference from one to the other is that each day incrementally gets a little bit warmer. Sunday looks great. Let's go into the long-range model runs here as we go Sunday into the afternoon. That is mighty fine. Let's go into Monday. Now, the past 2 weeks, we would get into Monday. Boom, we would have rain, maybe some sort of severe threat that would last for a couple of days. That's not the case next week, so it's looking dry. There may be stuff out of reach here as we go on into Tuesday. We'll see if anything's getting closer. I think if we were to see some rain next week, it would be kind of working off heat of the day type stuff. Not full-blown summer with the 90s, but maybe some mid-80s, and if we have enough moisture in the atmosphere, we could get a little stray shower or thunderstorm. Right now, not looking too promising, but something that we'll watch. Some model solutions should tighten up a little bit as we get into next week. 40s in the morning, as I mentioned, and then tomorrow afternoon, mid-70s, sunshine. Oh, and it's Friday. And as we head into Saturday morning, we're going to be looking at 40s again. So it'll be a third straight morning in the 40s. And then Saturday afternoon, starting to pull up some upper 70s, maybe 80 in a couple of spots, especially the farther south you go. Let's go into Sunday. And I think we're going to have some upper 40s to start the day. And this will take us into Sunday afternoon, where we'll eventually should hit some low 80s, maybe 82s, 83s, something like that, the farther south you go. And again, the humidity levels, as long as there's no green or at least some light green, that is really low humidity. Once we get into next week, you can see it out to the west starting to kind of come up from the Gulf. We'll see if that happens here. Again, if we're going to get any rain next week, we would have to have water in the air to squeeze out with the heat of the day to get some rain, maybe a shower or thunderstorm. But that's a great looking 7 day. 70s tomorrow, upper 70s Saturday, back to the 80s on Sunday, and we keep it going all into next week.